Hi everyone. I have been trying to make better choices for my family, and I've done quite a bit along those lines, but sometimes you just buy things out of habit because you've bought it forever and you don't really read the labels. I was getting ready to make a recipe this morning and I thought, okay, I have this on hand, so I'm good to go. Well, I decided to look at the label and I hadn't. So, bad me. But ranch dressing mix. I use it all the time. We love it. But if you stop and read the label, it's kind of scary. Um, it has MSG, and then it's got cellulose and all these other things that really are not good for us. We're not supposed to eat that way. So I went, okay, darn. How do I get that flavor? So I went searching on the internet, and there's a lot of recipes for this out there. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my own ranch dressing mix that I can use in recipes or make dressing with. And that's one more step towards getting my family healthier and getting all this stuff out of our diet. So this is going to go away. And they are all very, very, very similar. There's slight differences, but for the most part, they're very similar. And they all start with dry cultured buttermilk. And if you read that label, which I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to be good, it's a cultured blend of sweet cream, churned buttermilk, sweet dairy whey, and lactic acid. So, and this is shelf stable until you open it. Once it's opened, it goes in the refrigerator. And I've used this stuff for years. It's another one I had to stop and look at the label because it's like, what are we eating? So we're going to start with 1 cup of this. And this is the first time I've made this. I took a recipe off the internet, and like I said, they're almost all the same. I'm just kind of adding a little bit to it. So we're going to put this, I'm going to turn you down so you can see it. We're going to put this in a blender. So we need 1 cup of this. And I'm getting this stuff everywhere. Okay. All right, that's 1 cup. Move that out of the way. And we're going to use 2 tablespoons of dried parsley. One tablespoon of dehydrated minced garlic. And I don't care if it goes a little over because we love garlic. And we need a tablespoon. Oops, that one's not open. Yes, it is. I just didn't remove that. Tablespoon of onion powder. Excuse my dogs. They're very bored. They haven't been able to go out and play. Sorry, they're country dogs. They're there to bark. And they do that very well. Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of salt. The recipes call for more, but if you watch my videos, you know I'll start with less. I can always add some. And then we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. All right, I'm going to put the lid on that. And then I have to take you over here for the next step because for some reason that doesn't work on this plug. I don't understand why. But I also going to get this ready. This gets added in after, and this is dill, and it's homegrown, it's dried, but it's kind of big, so I'm going to just smash it up a little because I don't want these really big pieces. And I don't want it ground to a powder. So just kind of broke it up some. All right, I'm gonna go over here, and that was 1 tablespoon of dried dill. So I'm gonna take you over here and we're gonna whir this up and get this ready to use. I also forgot I wanted to add just a couple of teaspoons of freeze-dried chives. A little for color, but also, oops, that's a little more. Also just that little bit of taste. Okay. Now let's get this going. Powder. Just a little more. We're just trying to blend it together and break up some of the larger things. Okay, and that's it. So now I'm going to add in that dill. And again, that's just 1 tablespoon. I'm going to whir it up just for a second, just to mix that in. And it's done. So let me take you back over there and I'll show you how. I'll explain to you what you need to do to make the dressing, but I'm going to be using this in a recipe. Alright, so I put it in one of my mason jars, and I got about 1.5 cups of the mix. And it's just, the light doesn't show it, but it's really pretty. It looks like the ranch dressing mix that you buy. And I'm really looking forward to this because now I'm more in control of what we're eating. And if you want to make ranch dressing with this, you can put 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, 3 tablespoons of this, and 1/2 cup of buttermilk. You could use milk too, but I'm sure the buttermilk's going to give it a much better flavor. And you'd have ranch dressing that is so much better for you. I'm going to guess it probably tastes a whole lot better too. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you'll give it a try. This would make a wonderful little Christmas gift for friends and neighbors. Hostess gift. You can put this in a pretty little jar with a ribbon. And very inexpensive, but a lot of people like ranch dressing, and a lot of people use the mix in their cooking. So that would be a nice gift. All right, thanks for watching, and now I'm gonna go make my recipe, and I'll film that for you too.